lock tape measure and save $7 off the regular price. It's now only $4.99 with Ace Rewards card. Buy a Traeger grill for $399.99 or more, and Harris Ace will assemble and deliver it free for Ace Reward Card members. Plus, an Ace Lawn and Garden 2-gallon sprayer is only $9.99. Help for service and the best prices. Harris Ace Hardware, West Cherry Street in Jesup.
Time now for the latest in local sports and sports that Braves come from behind win on a walk-off home run by Johan Camargo last night with one out in the bottom of the ninth. Braves rallied from a pair of 4-run deficits in the game, beat the Mets last night 7-6. Braves remain in first place, just a half game ahead of the Washington Nationals. Braves and Mets again tonight here on Big Dog Country, FM 105.5, first pitch at 7:35. Women's College Softball World Series set to get underway tomorrow in Oklahoma City. Lady Dogs of Georgia are one of the 8 teams in the event. Again, it's a double elimination event. The first game at 12 noon tomorrow has Oregon against Arizona State. Game 2 at 2:30 between Oklahoma and Washington. Georgia and the Florida Gators play at 7 p.m., and the nightcap game is Florida State against UCLA at 9:30. Ladies from Oklahoma attempted to win their third straight College World Series. ESPN2 has all the games this weekend. It all gets underway tomorrow afternoon. College Baseball Super Regional is set for this weekend. Georgia, the host of one of the regionals in Athens. 4 teams in Athens: Georgia, Troy, Campbell, and Duke. Again, the action gets underway tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Georgia takes on Campbell at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Wayne County's high school baseball banquet set for Monday, June 4th at 6:30 p.m. at the high school commons area. Public invited to attend. Tickets will be available at the door the night of the banquet. Regular recreation season, baseball and softball has come to a close, and now it's all-star action set to get underway in the Lions tournament set for June 11th through the 18th for many of the teams. District dates will be June 22nd to the 28th with the girls' teams in Douglas, the boys' teams in Waycross at Trembling Earth. State dates are July 10th through the 14th. Flea boys' state event will be in Savannah. Flea girls' state event in Moultrie. Mite boys' state event in Effingham. Mite girls' state event in Effingham. Midget boys in Moultrie. Midget girls in Augusta, and junior boys in Augusta. Again, the teams have been announced. The 8 and under girls team includes Ada Sluter, Ellie Harrison, Morgan Boatwright, Gemma Manning, Emmy Lane Richardson, Kaylee Scott, Charliona Mackey, Shaylin Gillian, Bradley Bailey, Sydney Stubbs, Jaden McCann, and Kinsley Motts. Coaches of the 8 and under girls all-star team: Ron Sluter, Rex Harrison, Jesse Scott, and Kimball Motts. 8 under boys are Ron and Dunham, Nash Beasley, Landon Akiki, Noah Ebby, Keon Murphy, Knox Perkle, Everett Adams, Tristan Yarber, Corbett Griffiths, Braden James, George Breed, Grayson Dumas, JT Poindexter, and coaches are Shane Murphy, David Perkle, Derek Beasley, and Mike Roberts. 10 under girls all-star team: Taylon Ward, Reagan Brown, Peyton Spell, Emily Weaver, Dallas Hall, Addison Mullis, Caden Mounts, Emily Beasley, Bo Dunham, Avery Smith, Raina Towns. Coaches are Dustin Dunham, Reggie Beasley, J. Mark Smith, and Kimball Mounts. 10 under boys team: Max Boykin, Zachary Ellis, Joey Lesher, Dawson Sykes, Brody Bowen, Carson Arnold, Ray and Arnold, and Jeremy Bowen. 12 and under girls team: Lily Beth Day, Bradley Westbury, Allison Ogden, Joni Pearson, Skylar Pearson, McKaylee Ray Bradford, Addison Tyre, Java Fulmore, Kaylee Mixon, Reagan Harvey, Macy Chancellor, Carly Williams, and Petey Tyre, then Jason Harvey and Michael Westbury. The 12 and under boys team: Rowan Blanton, Kellen Eccles, Nicholas Thomas, Joshua Campbell, Zane Poole, Isaiah Lee, Garrison Grantham, Will Green, Cade Lynn, Rhett Ammons, Gavin Mixon, Palmer Lamb, Tyler Walling. Coaches are Steve Ammons, Hamp Blanton, Bobby Lamb, Tim Walling, and Donald Mixon. Now the 14 under boys team: Junior All-Star team: Hayden Beasley, Brody Bohannon, John Dylan Brockington, Aiden Hall, Brad Arati, Brennan Lee, Hadley Long, Owen Spell, Carter Spradley, Miles Starling, James Odom, Dylan Lewis. Coaches are Rob Royal, Buddy Starling, and Joe Arati. Again, all the All-Star action gets underway at the Lions tournament. Again, gets underway shortly. And again, the state events are in June. Again, the Lions tournament is set for the week of June 11th through the 18th for many of the teams. That kicks off the summer All-Star action. Again, districts June the 22nd through the 28th, and then the state events are July 10th through the 14th. That's going to do it for the latest in local sports. Sports is brought to you each and every day this time by your friends at Harris Ace Hardware.
Check out these special offers from Harris Ace Hardware. Get a Stanley Power Lock tape measure and save $7 off the regular price. It's now only $4.99 with Ace Rewards card. Buy a Traeger grill for $399.99 or more, and Harris Ace will assemble and deliver it free for Ace Reward Card members. Plus, an Ace Lawn and Garden 2-gallon sprayer is only $9.99. Help for service and the best prices. Harris Ace Hardware, West Cherry Street in Jesup.
So while you were sporting there, Bob, I was just doing some more research on Campbell University, the Camels.
The Camel was a Campbell.
Yeah, you got to say it. So the Camels of Campbells.
I hope they don't lose to Camels. Georgia has to beat them.
They are 1AA, but you can win it all as a 1AA because technically Coastal Carolina was still FCS when they won the national championship. It can be done.
No doubt. They all started 0-0. It's a brand new season.
And baseball probably is the one sport where you're not going to win it as a 1AA school in March Madness, but in baseball you've got a shot. Anything can happen in baseball. The great
thing is Georgia gets to host, and they got a great home field advantage. So, don't know if you've ever had an opportunity to watch a game up there. It's a lot of fun. So, crowd gets into it pretty good. So, should be a nice home field advantage for the Dogs in that tournament.
All right,
but I don't want to lose to the Camels.
That would be. Yeah, that would not be good. Definitely would not be good.
It's one of the strangest nicknames I've ever seen.
The Campbell
Camels.
Camels, yeah.
And they're from where? North Carolina?
Bowie's Creek. It's out there, so like Cape Fear. In the Cape Fear area is where they say.
Can't wait to watch it.
I'm sure you will.
I'll be tuned in.
All right, on Wednesday, usually nothing really going on.
Not much. A couple meetings tomorrow. Like I said, get the blood drive tomorrow at Wayne Memorial Hospital. Summer school registration tomorrow at the high school. Also got the school board meeting tomorrow afternoon, work session. And
did you cover the blood drive? Did you say that?
Yeah, blood drive tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, you did say that. Okay.
I'm trying to think what else. There's one other thing going on tomorrow. Also still got time to sign up for the catfish tournament. Be interested to see how that goes with the river level as high as it is.
Well, Office Manager Lee Ann says that she's going to enter the tournament.
That's what I heard. She wants that first place prize.
She can catch some fish now. I've seen some pictures of the ones that she snagged, and some of them are almost bigger than she is. So, good luck to her in the tournament. Have you ever? I've never really been a big fisherman. Have you? Were you never? That was something you never really got into either.
I like dry land.
What is it they say? Why waste a perfectly good airplane by jumping out of it with a parachute?
I just never got into it. I learned though early that I told you that story. The river level was very important.
Yes, early on in your career.
Yes.
The river level and tides are very important.
Every time I forgot, this person would call and just berate me. I need the river level. I was like, why?
Yeah. All right, somebody just texted in here.
I got a good education.
Somebody just texted in here. Is any mascot name worse than the Bananas of Savannah?
Oh, that's true.
And yes, the answer to that is yes. That would be the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. That is worse than the Savannah Bananas. All right, let's get a quick update from Fox News Radio and put a lid on it for a Wednesday morning.
One question. Yes. I mean, if people have to dress up in those masks, what would you at least be a banana or at least be a jumbo shrimp?
Yes. No. Neither. Neither one.
People have to dress up.
I know.
In those
I learned something from somebody. I worked with somebody that actually was a mascot once, and he said the trick to it is that you can't see it right now. The trick is you have to just keep kind of moving in constant motion. Just kind of wave your arms back and forth and just kind of do a slow version of the twist and wave at the kids.
There you go.
All right, let's get a quick. And I said you'd lose 10 pounds. Every game.
I'm sure you do.
You had to drink fluids ahead of time and still lose 10 pounds every game in that suit. All right, quick update from Fox News. Fox News Radio here on WIFO.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. A top Republican breaks with President Trump and says the FBI did nothing wrong using an informant to look into Russian meddling in the 2016 campaign. Trey Gowdy tells Fox,
I am even more convinced that the FBI did exactly what my fellow citizens would want them to do when they got the information they got, and that it has nothing to do with Donald Trump.
He was at a classified briefing last week about the investigation. Los Angeles police are asking women to come forward about any inappropriate experiences with a former USC school gynecologist, Dr. George Tyndall. They've spoken to 52 so far.
Several women have already filed lawsuits alleging USC has known for years about complaints against the doctor, who, after he was fired last year, threatened to sue the university. Both sides settled.
Fox's Jessica Rosenthal in L.A. The doctor's accused of improper comments, groping, and photo-taking during exams. No charges have been filed. Fox News. We report, you decide.
I'm in almost every school bus and classroom. I go to school with your children. We say the Pledge of Allegiance together. You see me around the neighborhood, and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm 1 out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is closer than you think. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
WIFO 105.5 FM Jesup, Big Dog Country. Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
This is Andrew Cuneo here at Mike Burt's Ford. We have the car, truck, or SUV to meet all your needs. We have new vehicles marked down to rock-bottom prices, so if that don't make you holler, our top dollar on your trade will. As always, stop the search, call Mike Burt's, or visit MikeBurt'sFord.com. This is Andrew Cuneo here at Mike Burt's Ford. We have the car, truck, or SUV to meet all your needs. We have new vehicles marked down to rock-bottom prices, so if that don't make you holler, our top dollar on your trade will. As always, stop the search, call Mike Burt's, or visit MikeBurt'sFord.com.
Jesup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jesup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jesup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jesup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jesup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jesup.
All right, it's just about 8 o'clock. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Butch Hubbard here with you along with Bob Morgan on this Wednesday morning, the 30th day of May. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Burt's Ford in Blackshear, by Jesup Premium Stores located out here on the Waycross Highway, and also brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jesup. Bob, we got a couple of special ladies in here with us this morning.
Yeah, talking Chamber Legacy Dinner. Hallie Graham's in here, Lady Papa John's in here, so...
Hallie, you don't get offended by calling a lady. Sometimes people your age say, no, I'm not. I'm too young to be called a lady.
No offense at all.
No offense at all.
No offense at all. Good morning. We're here to talk about the Legacy Dinner coming up June 28th at 7 p.m. This will be the 6th annual Legacy Dinner, and our presenting sponsor this year is Papa John's. So we are excited they're in town now and that they're on board to present our Legacy Dinner. Tickets are on sale now. You can stop by the chamber and pick those up. They're $75 for members and $100 for non-members. Those will be on sale until the week before. I think it's like June 15th or something they'll be on sale till. So stop by and pick those up. Also, if you haven't got your nominations in for the award winners, please do that. You have until June 1st, which is this Friday. You can stop by and, again, the chamber and talk with Lisa about getting those forms and getting them turned in so we can have those award winners that night. Now I'm going to turn over to Dawn and let her talk a little bit about Papa John's being in town.
All right. Good morning, Dawn. Oh, okay, let me get your mic on. Say good morning again.
Good morning.
All right. Now, you and your husband and Chris have gone in together and have got the franchise for Papa John's Pizza, didn't you?
Yes, sir. A lot of people are like, "Oh, I didn't even know this was coming. It was out of the blue and all." But for us, it's been several months, in the making. It's been.
And y'all donors of Cafe Euro, of course, and now you've stepped out into the pizza business. Tell a little bit about why you decided to bring Papa John's franchise to Jesup, where you're located, and just things about your business.
Well, my husband loves pizza, and we'd always.
Well, I love pizza too, but I didn't open a franchise. But y'all in the restaurant business anyway. So
he'd always joked / dreamed about opening, a Papa John's one day, and we had looked into the franchise, and we mentioned it to our business partner Chris, and he had some experience with some of his former business partners having owned some, and so he knew what it looked like, and as well the franchise, they really they embody what we've always tried to embody with the cafe, and that was better ingredients, better pizza, and we've always believed the cafe that the better products, that you use, better ingredients, you use the best product you can give to the customer, and we have learned through this process it really is a family with the Papa John's brand, and we're proud and happy to be a part of that family now.
All right, tell folks where Papa John's and Jesup's located, your hours, that kind of good stuff.
We are located at 410 West Cherry Street, which is in the Piggly Wiggly Plaza. We're on the end cap, so we do have a drive-through. So with all this bad weather, if you were in town and wanted to swing by, you can come through the drive-through. We Monday through Thursday, our hours are 10 to 11. Friday and Saturday, our hours are 10 to midnight. And then on Sunday, our hours are 11 to 10.
And you do have delivery, is that correct?
Yes, we do have delivery. We don't yet deliver to all of Wayne County, but we deliver to most of Wayne County. We, wanted to kind of start small and then be able to expand rather than disappoint some people. We are, learning. Still,
I didn't know there was anybody that delivered all to Wayne County anyway. That's quite a long ways to drive.
It is a long ways to drive. Papa John's.
Big county.
Yes, Papa John's motto is for you to have your pizza in 35 minutes or less from the moment you order it, and so they they encourage us to have like a 12-minute drive time. And so it makes it, we've pushed it in some places because, we wanted to try and serve as many people as possible.
Okay. And Papa John's, does it offer just pizza, or do you have other entrees that folks can order?
We have pizza. We offer wings and chicken poppers, as well as breadsticks, garlic knots cheese sticks, and desserts. And I think it's okay to say at this point, because we know, but we will be launching by the end of the year, sandwiches.
Okay, and that's something that Papa John's National's working on, right?
Yes, it has already launched in a few markets, and then sometime by October, I'm pretty sure we'll be doing them. Also, Friday is National Donut Day, and we are launching a new dessert. We're launching donut holes, and for every person that orders a pizza online, you get a free order of donut holes on Friday.
Well, what are you doing with the rest of the donuts?
Well, I mean,
you only got the hole. What about around it? What are y'all going to do with that?
They haven't let me know about that
yet. All right. So Don in here from Papa John's, new restaurant here in town, located there in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center, all the way to the right. Go check them out. And they are the presenting sponsor. That's the reason why she's here this morning. They are the presenting sponsor for the Legacy Dinner coming up with the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. And once again, Haley, on what date?
June 28th at 7 p.m.
Okay.
I've got a few other sponsors I'm going to
announce.
Right Southern Posh Wedding and Events, Pine Forest Country Club, and Showcase Publications. I'd also like to announce our committee and recognize them, because without them we wouldn't be able to have the Legacy Dinner put on, and how wonderful it is. So Stephanie Carter, Candy Harris, Donnie Ray, Sharon Corson, Austin Brake, Candace McKinley, Lisa Massey, and Justin Franks. And again, without them, this event would not be possible. And without our sponsors, it would not be possible either. So we thank all of them for their hard work and their donations to this event.
All right. Say where the event's at.
It's at Pine Forest Country Club.
Yeah, said that.
Pine Forest
I thought I
Club.
Said that, but I may have forgot. Yes,
that's where it was last year. Tell us what goes on at the Legacy Dinner. Of course, everybody knows, Taste of Wayne. It's more of a casual affair. Tell us about the Legacy Dinner and the function of it.
Okay. This is the end event for the Chamber calendar year, per se. So the calendar year ends, and then July it will kick off. It will start off the new year for 18-19 years. So this kind of puts a cap on everything throughout the year. We give out the awards at this banquet for Distinguished Service Award, Business Leader of the Year, Small Business of the Year, Ambassador of the Year. So all those awards are given, and then also it's the changing of the chairman. So Jeff Chandler will be closing up his year as chairman for the chamber, and Jody Ammons will be coming in. So they do the passing of the gavel as well. And then it's just a nice evening to like recap throughout the year with, other businesses, chamber members, and reflect on the past year of the chamber and how they've grown and the events that we've put on. So it's a really nice event that the chamber puts on, a little more elegant than other events, a little more formal than the Taste of Wayne or the Christmas Parade and the other events that go on throughout the year.
Okay. And tickets are available now. Is that correct?
They are
at the Chamber of Commerce?
The Chamber. $75 for members and $100 for non-members.
And that's per person.
Yes, per person.
And you get the meal is something else.
Yes, we normally have prime rib, fried shrimp, all the fixings, dessert. The Country Club does an outstanding job with the meal. The setup, everything they help us do, it's always fantastic. So I do want to say that seats are limited. So be sure to get by there as soon as possible because they will sell out the closer you wait to the event. So go on by there now. Call Lisa at the chamber and have her reserve those seats for you if you want some tickets.
Right, and this is the premier event for the chamber during the course of the year, the last event, like you said, of the fiscal year. Mm-hmm. And so it'd be great if all members and even non-members, if they want to go, that can go. But tickets are $75 for members, and they're available there at the chamber.
Exactly.
Okay. Anything else about it?
No, I think that's all we have. We're excited. We're just a couple of weeks away now, so go get your ticket, and we're really excited that Papa John's is on board and our presenting sponsor this year.
Okay. Bob, any other questions, comments?
I want to just highlight, said you're looking for nominations for the awards, so talk about that again, because people ask all the time how people win these awards. So they are by nominations and committee, so if somebody wants to nominate somebody for one of those awards, how do they go about doing that?
Yes, they can go by the chamber and pick up a nomination form or call Lisa and she can email you one of those. They are all by nomination. So once your nominations are turned in, then they go through the selection committee and they figure out who they think's best for that position and go through their roles of that. Nominations are due by this Friday, June 1st. So you've got 2 days to get those turned in before the deadline's turned off. So it is for the public to nominate somebody, and they go by what nominations they get turned in by selection of winners. So
those award winners traditionally now are in the Christmas parade. So
yes, they are. That is a perk to winning the award. You get to ride in the Christmas parade.
And so if people want to nominate folks for these different awards, what categories can folks once again nominate folks for?
Well, there's a form for each award other than excellent in agriculture. Mm-hmm. That you cannot nominate, and then Ambassador of the Year, that's voted by the ambassadors. So distinguished service.
Okay, go ahead.
Business Leader of the Year and Small Business of the Year. Those three you can nominate. There's an individual form for each.
Okay. And folks can get those forms there from the chamber. Of course, you can always go to the chamber's website. But the best thing to do if you can is go by and get those forms and nominate someone in one of those categories that you think is deserving.
Exactly.
And the committee will get together and look over it and select the winner. Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. Thank y'all for having us on.
Chamber of Commerce Legacy Dinner coming up on what date again?
June 28th at 7 p.m.
And is that a Thursday night?
That is a Thursday night.
Usually Thursday night. And Dom, appreciate you coming in this morning and talking about the new Papa John's here in town and being the presenting sponsor of the Legacy Dinner.
Thank you for having us.
Okay. All right. We'll be back with more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
Can you find it?
The Georgia Dermatology WIFO-FM Big Dog Country Cash Can.
Imagine, if you will, a specially marked can hidden in Wayne County, Georgia, worth $1,055. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, find the cash can. Clues to the can's location will be read Monday through Friday live on WIFO at 7:10 a.m., 12:50 p.m., 3:03 p.m., and 5:50 p.m.
Shortly after 5 p.m. on Friday, the clues will be posted online at BigDogCountry.com.
No purchase necessary. You must be 18 to claim the prize. Complete rules online at BigDogCountry.com.
This promo will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. The time now is 8:11. It is a Wednesday morning, the 30th day of May. And, Bob, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay. People always ask me all the time, how's Bob doing? How's Bob doing? And I say, well, he's recovering real well.
Doing what the doctors tell me to do.
You got them staples out?
Got the staples out, yep.
Yeah.
Got to go back and see him on the 14th of June. So
okay.
Still some follow-ups. So.
Oh, yeah, there's always follow-up in these kind of surgeries. So, but everything going along fine? You feeling good and doing well and all that kind of good stuff?
Doing pretty good.
Okay. All right.
Back to working out, back to playing golf.
Oh, so. You are working out?
Yep.
So they don't worry that's going to hurt the stitches inside or anything? Apparently not.
No, apparently not.
Okay. I just didn't know what the doctor said. I go by what the doctor says. They know more than we do. So I'm glad that everybody's glad that you're doing well and bouncing back and just back in the saddle. All right. And graduation ceremonies on Friday night went real well, didn't it?
Yeah, glad they got, I said the weather forecast was a big question, but they got in, had nice weather. I said both the salutatorian and valedictorian, we heard their speeches again this week. Both going to Georgia Tech. Both Christine.
Both of them going to Georgia Tech. So the top SAT and grade point average folks are going to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Randall and Rick.
Okay.
Wish them well.
Yeah, wish them well.
But it was a good ceremony. I said, glad they got it in. I said the weather forecast has been kind of crazy the last several weeks. Curious to have to talk to the tourism board office this week to find out about the Catfish Festival because the river's kind of high. I don't know how that affects the fishing.
Well, you just got to be more creative in trying to find the fish. They moved it from, like the second week in May until June because of hoping the river would drop down a little bit in June. But we've just had about 3 weeks now of, really wet weather. And so it's at 9.1 feet and rising. And so it's just, you're going to have to be a little more creative out there and work a little harder. The fish are still there. You're just going to have to use all your skills to be able to get them. They're not easier to catch when it's high. It's when they're low, when the river's low.
That's pretty high river level.
Yeah, it's pretty high right now, 9.1 feet, and it's still rising. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be this weekend. It'll probably be up to 9 something another. But it's rising right now. And so we'll see how it goes. But it starts, you said, at noon on Saturday and goes to 2 on Sunday. Is that correct?
Got to weigh in. I said you can go in anywhere on the Altamar River, but you got to be in weigh-in on Sunday at 2 o'clock.
And remember now, you do have to...
It's a nice first-place prize, $7,500 first-place prize. Again, payouts for the prices determined on the number of entries into the event, but I understand there's a lot of people entered into the event, so it should be a good payout for second, third, and fourth place. So I'm not sure how many places they pay, but again, $100 entry into the tournament. Still can sign up at the Tourism Board office. If you need more information, call the Tourism Board office at 427-3233. They got their website, waynetourism.com. Again, so should be a big event.
Okay. Well, let's look at the projection here for the river by, it's June 2nd and 3rd. Is that correct? Yeah, 2nd and 3rd, it's going to be up to about 9.7, 9.8. So it's still going to be rising this week. So it's going to be challenging, but not impossible. It's supposed to be up to 9.8 feet by Sunday. About 9.7 on Saturday. So on up there, but... the river, the fish are still there. Just got to go find them, Bob.
John said Leanne's going to be in it. So,
well, her boyfriend is a fisherman, so he's got some talent. So perhaps maybe he can help her catch that biggin.
She said yesterday she wants the first place prize. That's what she said. Wish her well.
Wish her well. Yeah. And but it all starts and ends right down there at the JC Landing and Fairgrounds, right?
All right. That's where the headquarters are.
Okay. And if anybody wants to enter or find out more about it, all you got to do is just go to the tourism website or go by the tourism office there in the old train depot on Broad Street in downtown Jesup.
Those Sunday weigh-ins are fun to watch. They draw a big crowd.
Do they?
Same thing with the hog jam.
Yeah.
So, people show up Sunday to watch everybody with the weigh-ins.
Yeah, and the winners have to realize they are going to be hooked up to a polygraph because fishermen have been known to embellish their stories. So they do try to make it as honest as possible, and so the winners will be hooked up to a polygraph with an expert there to make sure that you did catch the fish there in the Omaha, and you did catch it during the hours that you're supposed to catch it, and you didn't catch it and have it in a tank at home for a week, and that kind of stuff. So try to make it fair and honest for everyone. But a lot of folks that enter, big old prize to be given away, a great event put on by the Wayne County Tourism Board each and every single year. All right, NBA Finals are coming up. Golden State going to win it all again, or
no doubt?
No doubt.
I hope they sweep. Personally,
you do. Why do you hope they sweep?
Because I can't stand LeBron.
You cannot stand LeBron. Why?
Because he's the most insecure superstar I've ever seen in my life. He whines and complains about everything. He's just a whiner.
I heard one of the commentators on our AM station, Fox Sports Radio 1370 AM, The Buzz, WWLP, say that Cleveland's got a giant that helped him get there, but Golden State has several titans, about 3 titans. So it's hard for one giant to be 3 titans.
I mean, it's sad that Golden State's got 3 of the best players in the league on the same team, but it is what it is. But I don't see it being a close series. I look for a sweep.
A sweep, They say that if it was a one-game series, that perhaps maybe LeBron could put the whole game on his back and do it, but he cannot do it for 4 games. No way. Most people are picking that they'll win 1, perhaps 2 games the max.
A great player, he'll go down as one of the greatest players of all time. But
I think they said this is 8 NBA Finals he's been in a row with Miami and now back with Cleveland.
8 straight Finals.
8 straight.
This 9th Finals. But he hasn't won them all. He's lost 3. So.
Yeah.
So I said, all these people want to compare him to Michael Jordan. There's no comparison. Michael Jordan, 6 titles, 6 MVPs, greatest player of all time, period. He's not even in his zip code. I'm sorry, it's not even close.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to compare
I don't see
people that haven't played against each other.
I want to be like LeBron. They always said, I want to be like Mike. So
everybody wants to be like Mike.
We were talking about it the other day with somebody. They said, what if Michael and Bird and Magic all decided they wanted to play on the same team and they all got together? I mean, they didn't do that. They like to compete against one another. All these players now, that's what I'm talking about. I got to go play with a superstar so I can win. I mean, it's just crazy.
And they do talk about that, and they talk about I've heard them say that they really had respect for each other, but they weren't this after the game go give a hug, that kind of stuff like you see today's players do. They Boston didn't like L.A. L.A. didn't like Boston. It was a war when they played and things of that sort. And today the players are very friendly before and after the game. It's not that deep-seated competitiveness against each other.
Bird and Magic and Michael, they just played basketball. That's it. They tried to get Michael Jordan to talk about politics and all that. He said, look, Republicans buy sneakers too. No one wants to hear my politics. Yeah. They come watch me play basketball.
That's right. Yeah, leave the politics to the politicians, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm playing a sport, and people don't need to hear all that from me.
But I hope the Golden State Warriors sweep LeBron. Hope he loses all 4 games, and then he can whine and moan and complain about his teammates not carrying the load. So
the question is
somebody's fault besides his.
If he only wins 1 or 2 games or none at all and gets swept, does that give him more reason to go to another team? Or if he does happen to win, which I don't think they will, does that give him more reason to go to another team?
He's always talking about going to other team.
Yeah, always.
They got him going to New York. They got him going to Los Angeles. They got him wherever. Why don't he just join Golden State? Make it.
Where would they put him? They already got. How would they pay him?
He wants to play with superstars. He does,
Yeah.
But I just hope it's over quickly. We were talking about this too. Basketball's got to be. It's the stupidest sport I've ever seen.
Why?
You watch that Boston-Cleveland series. How can you beat a team by 25 points at one location, then lose by 40 at the next location? Home court advantage. I mean, That Boston-Cleveland series was absurd to watch. That's why you can't watch it. I mean, it's the same 5 guys against 5. How can you lose by 20 at your place and win by 40 at your place? Yeah. Makes no sense. The home court advantage can't be that big of an advantage. These are superstar athletes.
You see that with baseball. You can have 2 baseball teams play each other, and of course, I know you do have different pitchers on the mound each night.
How does an NBA player go out there and shoot 0 for 7 from the 3-point line? 0 for 7. He's a professional. He's supposed to be. That's all he does for a living. He went 0 for 7. The other guy was 0 for 9. It was absurd. I can't watch a lot of NBA basketball, but I'm pulling for Golden State over LeBron. So I'm looking for a 4-game sweep. Get it over with.
Okay.
Let LeBron go to his new team.
All right. Somebody just texted in, Bob. You always text in questions or comments during the world-famous Butch and Bob show and other times that our regular business line is text-enabled at 912-427-3711, 427-3711. Somebody just texted in, MJ always had the referees on his side.
MJ had everybody on his side. Everybody liked Mike.
Yeah, even the referees. Well, there was that one series where he made that final shot, and everybody on television and there at the arena know he's pushed off that guy, backed up, and made that shot, but he wasn't called on it.
He's been out of the league. How many years? His sneakers still one of the highest paid, one of the highest selling sneakers, Air Jordans. People love them. So
yeah.
I just can't understand these people trying to compare LeBron to Michael Jordan. I don't see the comparison.
Well, they always try to compare different athletes to different athletes for different eras and stuff like that.
I was listening to AM 1370's Fox Sports the other day. They said it best. You have to win. We judge people on winning. Mm-hmm. Like Jim Kelly was a great quarterback, but he's 0 for 4 in the Super Bowl.
Right.
So they don't consider him one of the greatest quarterbacks. So same thing with LeBron. He's been to the finals 8 times. This is the 9th time. He didn't win them all.
Mm-hmm.
He's lost 3 already. He loses this one, it'll be a 4th final he's lost. So how can you compare him as one of the greatest players ever? Just can't do it.
How has he won? 4? Has he won 4 or 5?
He's won 3.
He's won 3.
He's won 3 and lost 4, I believe it is.
Okay. Well, it's just not him; it's the entire team, Bob.
Well,
they put it on his back. I know. It's always the superstars. It's his glory or his fault, one of the two. But someone like Golden State, you got 3 superstars there, and then when LeBron played down there in Miami, there was 3 there. Yeah. It just shows you, I'm changing subjects here, is the fact that, you had the Roseanne come back this year as a TV show. I never watched it before. I haven't watched it now. But the show's creator, Roseanne, posted some tweets on Twitter, of course, that some people thought that were racist and Semitic. Is that how you say it? Semitic? Yeah. And because of those tweets, there was a deluge of tweets against her. And the show's been canceled because she expressed her opinion on something or made a comment that people didn't like. And I heard a comedian, or actually I didn't hear, I read something about a comedian. I cannot remember his name, but he's been around a long time. He's like in his 60s or something like that. And he's saying today's political correctness is making it very difficult to have humor in this country and also creativity, because everybody's got to be they're so worried about what they say that because of suddenly if you say one thing that people don't like, you've got these trolls on Twitter, Facebook, and places like that, and all that social media that will just deluge. And then some of these, like Disney, decided that, we're going to cancel the show because of all these anti-Roseanne tweets because they didn't like what she said on her Twitter.
She admitted it was racist comments, and she blamed it on Ambien, so words do matter.
Right.
And ABC took action because everybody knows it's a racist comment that she tweeted, so she's out.
Right. But that just shows you what you got to be careful what you put on there.
I say it all the time, don't hit send.
Yeah.
I say it all the time. And that's what gets people in trouble.
Yeah.
Facebook, tweets, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I don't have
you
any
can
social
rant all
media.
you want, but don't hit send.
Yeah, you don't have social media. I don't have social media.
Hermit were said it a long time ago. Don't hit send.
Don't hit send, and don't, so many people tweet stuff or put it on Facebook and Instagram and all that other social media stuff out there in the heat of the moment or the emotion of the moment, or when, like said, on Ambien, or when they're on, maybe when they're drunk or whatever the case may be. And the next thing you know, once you hit that send, it's out there, and there's nothing you can do to bring it back.
I never watched the show.
I've never watched it before this time.
I still remember her trying to sing the national anthem, and how sick
that was terrible.
So,
I can't even believe they had her out there trying to sing that thing.
Not a big Roseanne fan. So.
No, I've never been a Roseanne fan either.
Not going to miss her.
Yeah. I was really surprised with her views and so forth, and everybody knows Roseanne's views, that she had a character on Roseanne on a person that was very conservative, which is totally against opposite of what her regular views are.
The sad thing is, must have been a popular show because 18 million people tuned in.
Yeah, it was very popular.
The people you feel sorry for, the other people that are on the show, and the writers and producers that had a job. Now they're out of a job. So that's just the way it is.
All right.
I said words do matter.
The words do matter.
Right.
And don't ever say anything on social media that,
Don't hit send.
Don't hit send. Yeah. Butch, don't hit send. Tell that to Trump. That's what somebody just texted in. Somebody just texted in. Don't hit send. Tell that to Trump. Trump's the first president that has actually used social media to get across to the public his views and comments on stuff. And some people like it, and some people don't. I know the media doesn't like it because the national media doesn't like it because he doesn't have to use them to get across his views. He can just put it out there and tweet it and just bypass them, and they can't filter it per se. They can't edit it per se. It's right straight there to the folks. And so the first president's really used social media on almost a daily basis.
He finally got good advice last night because he was speaking in Nashville, and they told him do not even mention Roseanne's name because he was bragging about how he's a big fan of Roseanne. And they got in his ear last night and said, don't even mention her name.
Well, that's what folks, everybody's a product of their environment, who they've been around, what they've done their entire life. And, Donald Trump's been a New Yorker, and we know how New Yorkers are. They're very opinionated. Sometimes they're in your face. They got very strong views on stuff. They're not scared. Many New Yorkers are not scared to express those views and things of that sort. And so, Donald's President Trump is a product of that environment. Plus, he's been a very successful businessman, and to be that, you've got to be a little forceful, overbearing in a sense. I wouldn't say overbearing, but you've got to be very opinionated and believe in what you say and move forward with that. And he's using those experiences to be president. And we're used to presidents being more political. Being a little more safe in what they say, trying to weigh the options. Putting up a balloon and seeing which way the political winds are going for that day. We're just not used to a president just saying what he says and doing that. But it's because of he really wasn't a politician. He was a businessman in New York City, and so I think he's living and learning all that. You don't see as much as you did before, but still, if he's got an opinion he wants to express, he's going to do it. Some people like it, and some people don't. All right, and we're about out of time. Anything else on your mind this morning, Bob?
I'm just looking forward to the girls' softball and the Super Regional Baseball tournaments get underway this weekend. So, like I said, Athens hosting the baseball, and the girls' softball team at Oklahoma City take on Florida tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. First game. Should be fun.
Should be fun. All right, Bob, have a good day. World Famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jesup. Also brought to you by Jesup Premium Storage and by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. Well, we're going to give away a $20 gift card to Gooey's Pizza coming up real soon here on Big Dog Country Radio. So get ready to win a $20 gift card that goes to Gooey's Pizza or Angel's Fine Dining in downtown Jesup. We'll do that in a few moments right here on 105.5 FM. Let's check in the latest news from Fox News Radio.
Was it the Ambien talking? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Roseanne Barr suggests that in a late-night tweet that also asks people not to defend her. over the now infamous message she sent widely condemned as racist about former Obama advisor Valerie Jarrett, prompting ABC to cancel her show. Fox's Tanya J. Powers has more live.
Dave, she also tweeted that she was on the sleep aid drug Ambien at the time of the tweet. There's been a lot of backlash from Hollywood celebrities like Paula Newman, star of HBO's Barry. She said she supports ABC and is glad the company stood up against Barr and her comments.
We're in a very curious time right now, and it's up to all people of character to stand up and say that's not okay. And I'm glad ABC took the opportunity to say this isn't who we are, this isn't who we choose to be, and that's not okay.
Barr was also dropped from her talent agency, ICM Partners. Dave.
Tanya, President Trump held a rally in Nashville last night, again bringing up what he calls Spygate.
So how do you like the fact they had people infiltrating our campaign? Can you imagine?
Democrats dispute that, and now so does Republican Congressman Trey Gowdy, who got a classified briefing last week on the FBI's Russia meddling probe.
I am even more convinced that the FBI did exactly what my fellow citizens would want them to do when they got the information they got, and that it has nothing to do with Donald Trump.
And the president also again at that rally pledged to build a border wall in Mexico and pay for it.
Rapid response from the Mexican president, Enrique Peña Nieto, tweeting, President at real Donald Trump. No. Mexico will never pay for a wall. Not now, not ever. Sincerely, Mexico.
Nobles, that's Fox's Ed Henry. Noblesville West Middle School will reopen this morning in Indiana, 5 days after a shooting that wounded a 13-year-old girl and a teacher who had tackled a student gunman. A few hundred people are in shelters in McDowell County, North Carolina, after a landslide on the side of a dam at a lake, prompting evacuations after midnight. This is Fox News. Fair and balanced.
A lot of people have life insurance through work. It's a great short-term benefit, but is it enough? A lot of those policies only cover a year's salary. Not enough to pay off mortgages or send kids to college, the things life insurance is meant for. That's where SelectQuote comes in. SelectQuote is your personal life insurance guide. They get multiple quotes to find you the best price from the highly rated companies they represent. John is 36 and in excellent health. He got a $500,000 policy for under $20 a month. Life insurance is about peace of mind, not a false sense of security. Which are you getting?
Call SelectQuote now at 1-800-881-4343. That's 1-800-881-4343. Or get started at SelectQuote.com. 1-800-881-4343. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Their price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Puerto Rico is still recovering from Hurricane Maria 8 months after it hit, and now there's a new report that the storm was much, much deadlier than ever reported.
A team of researchers from Harvard say there are at least 4,600 deaths that occurred on Puerto Rico during or in the months after Hurricane Maria that are storm-related. This is a great difference from the number 64 insisted upon by the Puerto Rican officials. The researchers say they arrived at this number by surveying a sampling of homes on the island, but also realizing not all causes of death as listed on death certificates would have mentioned the hurricane as a contributing factor. Another survey by George Washington University is not yet complete. Eben Brown, Fox News.
Missouri's governor is leaving. Republican Eric Greitens has resigned effective Friday amid an extramarital affair scandal that led to a charge over an alleged photo he took of the woman.
But I have not broken any laws nor committed any offense worthy of this treatment. I will let the fairness of this process be judged by history.
Greitens was facing possible impeachment, also dealing with campaign finance violation allegations. The California man accused of numerous murders and rapes decades ago was back in court yesterday.
Joseph D'Angelo had used a wheelchair to get into court before, but Tuesday the 72-year-old walked into court and stood quietly in a caged-off area while attorneys argued over unsealing documents in his case, specifically arrest and search warrants. Sacramento Public Defender David Lynch says they're concerned releasing the documents could taint a potential jury pool.
We have a grave concern that public disclosure will lead to unfair and inaccurate witness recollection at a trial.
The judge said he would not keep all of the warrants sealed.
That's Fox's Jessica Rosenthal on Wall Street. Maybe a turnaround the day after a sell-off when the Dow nearly went 400 points down. Dow futures are up over 100. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News Radio.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country, WIFO. Good morning, 8:36 on a Wednesday morning, the 30th day of May. Appreciate you waking up and tuning in with the Big Dog. And let's see here. Coming up soon, we'll give away that $20 gift card that you can use at Angel's Fine Dining or Gooey's Pizza, both here in Jesup. Got state news coming your way, what happened on this day in history, a quick look at sports, and then starting at 9:03, we'll have today's best country for you, the best country music all around, right here on 105.5 FM. Your weather forecast for Wayne and surrounding counties in 2 minutes.
Psst, want to get a Jeep on the cheap? Well, beat, baby! It's the Jeep Celebration event at Woody Folsom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Better get to Baxley and see what we're celebrating.
We've cut the discounts deep. All 18 Jeep Renegades, 20% off MSRP for a limited time.